why do we want to do this? Because you need the structured challenge. You need the structured, the crucible. Big idea is about doing a Wing Chun tournament contest. And that's just like this can of worms that's political, because some of you ain't doing the same Wing Chun as some of you are doing Wing Chun. And we're all calling it Wing Chun. And we're not allowed to say, well, that's not Wing Chun. So how are we gonna have a tournament? It's like a baited question. It's nonsense. You got LEUNG TING Wing Chun people saying they're doing Su Lim now or something. Like, so it's like, what are we gonna do? Huh? Don't be mad at me. You're the guys doing it. So, we gotta define what is Wing Chun. All right, we gotta define what is Wing Chun. Then you gotta define, like, are we gonna have a contest about the teaching forms? Right? We have a Chi Sao contest. That's a teaching form of sparring. We could do that. Or are we going to just have a fighting contest? You want to fight? I don't fight with Chi Sao, so there's got to be a fighting contest. Oh, sorry, but that's what it is, right? So, when two tribes go to war, money's all that you can score. Go to war. Score the war. So that's what someone's talking about. If they want to promote a tournament and make some change, good luck to you. I'll help. I mean, not for the Wing Chun part, right? But I'm not a promoter. I can't even get any of you to pay $10 a month for 1 month. I can't even get a sandwich. So, don't come to me to try to get something, because I'm paying all my own money to do the little bit I'm giving away already. Out of money. A Chi Sao contest is a joke. Chi Sao is not a contest. It's a paired partner set. It's a flow cycle. So we could have like they do like synchronized water sports, and it's a beautiful thing, and we could judge the phenomenal beauty of their partner set. That's a sport. Say it's not. You get out there and synchronize, right? Just, dance scoring is a sport. Dancing? Well, you don't want to be dancing, huh? So we put the gloves on and draw some blood, but it has to stay within Gore Sao, which is still Chi Sao. So you gotta have a rule set. And we would then have to do that with Wing Chun sparring, which I call Lot Sao, and I think you should too. But, then you'd have to all go look for some of that, high-grade Lot Sao drills. It's about to get political again. Let's get with the Chi Sao political. That's what this video is supposed to be about. So, Wing Chun center line, everybody agrees, it's something in here. Some of you want it to be a plane. You want it to be this whole space, right? But it's a line. And then we talk about going forward on the line. Some of you think you can go like this over here, and you call that forward on the, and then you come up with a central line. If it's over here, so when you have a line over here and a center line over here, and you switch them for some reason, that doesn't fit with the LEUNG TING Wing Chun, which says I'm going to go all inside of this spot in here. So we have a conflict. There's been this conflict since the 1980s. And if I say, well, beginners have to use Wing Chun around the outside until they can control the inside, and then beginners can start on the inside, right? And the beginners can start to give away the inside and come around the outside, and they can come all the way back and start it all again. That's a much bigger picture, but it'll start getting political, because I'll say you're a beginner, and it's very hard to can it and cool the egos and say, well, you're not supposed to turn your toes in, and two is a parallel lines, and people get off in this stuff. And who said anything about LEUNG TING? Well, you're the guys that always say LEUNG TING's wrong and it should be parallel lines. So you can't just have a parallel lines video and then say, who said anything about LEUNG TING? You've said stuff about LEUNG TING for 40 years. About the parallel feet, the toe-in feet. So, come on. That's the politics. I say who it is. I say they're doing this, they're doing it right, they're doing it wrong. That's real, factual-based evidence reporting. And if we're going to have a Chi Sao contest, we're going to need that. Not this, It's just I'm too old to care about those details kind of attitude that one of our honored Grandmaster level Sifus has in his old age, which is fine, right? I'm not asking him to defend it. All his people blocked me though, so like it's just he and I. So he's gonna take all the heat. You guys throw your Grandmaster at me. We get to the lots out sparring, right? So you just want to have an MMA fight. There they are. Let's go do that, right? We do. So a lot of Wing Chun people feel that MMA sparring is so far removed from the self-defense goals of our training set that it's like it's a win-lose-lose situation. We got to have win-win-lose, right? So how are we going to deal with that? I have a system if you're interested, but it's going to require confining of space, but without using the elbows. That's the riddle. So if it's a close-in fighting system, it's for elbows, and you know it's real close in, right in here, fighting. And then how can you show that off without doing that? Because that has a lethal, and the more you take the lethal stopping power out, the less it is what it is, right? And so let's take the lethal stopping power and put it out here into a chain punching system, and you can apply it to your all your chi sao patterns in this distance right here, right? You can turn in, if you guys are shouldering back stancers, right? You can move your shouldering around, right? If you're a LEUNG TING style back stancer, right? In this space. So whichever system we do, the Chi Sao, the Gor Sao, the Lat Sao, that's what Wing Chun close-in fighting is. So it should be judged and designed accordingly. If you want to do a forms contest, right? Did I do the first move correctly? No! The first move is low and it has an inner rotation, because chain punching is an inner rotation. And the second move has the two punches. No, you don't do them together. What? You have to go like, no, higher. No. And then you have to do a Lao Sao. And then a Pak Sao. So we can't judge a form contest because we all do it differently, right? So that's even trickier. We're going to have a TWC forms, and then we'll have a separate one for WT forms, and we'll have a separate one for all case, show off, you know, design your own 3-pack, Sunim Tao into the Chum Q with your Buchi special moves. Ooh, with some flair, right? You'd have some music. Bum, 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 bum. We could do all that, it'd be fun. But this first one, that's too big. So that's what I'm looking to finish on here. We got to just pick one small idea in all that. And I don't want any teeth getting knocked out on the first one, so I don't know if Lat Sao is the best one. And then I think politically and ego, let me undo my arms. Politically and ego-wise, I think people aren't going to be able to do a Chi Sao contest. So what do we got in the middle? I hear the birds outside. Chi Sao, Lat Sao? So we have a Wound Sao, a shape-changing type of Lat Sao, Chi Sao. If you put the feet more into the restrictions, which you can't see, but restrict the feet to the distance below the knee, and then extend the space so the close-in fighting gets 2 more feet, and you have to stay in there. And then you have a point system. If people flee too far away from the thing, they lose. They get knocked off. They can't win the round if they do that more than 3 times or something, right? And then you have very small arenas. We just watched Dynasty. His mats there are the square where his logo is. Well, that could be the fighting space. You have to have at least 1 foot within that size of the space. And then pushing someone out doesn't count as much. So it's very complicated, you see. So we need something small and confinable, and then we need some volunteer participants, because it would have to be like a demo event. Have to have some training. If other people have ideas, which I'm sure you do, you train like a little group to try something, and then we all will be like, I want to do the little, and then here's what we do with Wu Sao, Lat Sao. Oh, I like that. Let's put the two together. You do that, and then, oh, what about clinch? Well, we do this thing with clinch that's really fun. And you're like, oh, I like this idea with clinch. And then we video it, we write it down, and then we have something that group could take home, right? Like, okay, we agreed, like, this 2/4 of your rules, and this half of yours, and this one thing from yours that ties those dudes together. Like, I know it's a one thing, and then they're like, but it's the thing. And you're like, yeah, like, this is really cool. And then you could do it as Jisao or sparring. Yes, this is awesome, awesome, awesome. And it just depends on the intensity, okay? Now you go to your school, and you go, and we'll put it on the internet with a video, and then we could have a tournament, school versus school. When two tribes go to war, money's all that you can. School to war. Meaning, like, you know, pay for some websites. Why do we want to do this? Because you need the structured challenge. You need the structured, the crucible. I wish I had that speech memorized at the start of that Tom Cruise movie where he does the battle over and over. The crucible by which all men are formed. Peace. All right.